I have a question, John. I'm sorry. My apologies. You say that the inmates who require medical care are not being serviced within the facility?
Well, not all inmates can be seen. Some have to be sent off to the hospital. But when they're sent off to the hospital, they are not housed in the closed prison ward like they used to be, because Armour would have to pay for staffing in the closed prison ward. So now they're in O1, which creates a problem, because if there's a medical emergency in O1, or an officer's getting his butt kicked down there, and we have to respond, the officers can't get in right away. They have to wait for someone to come with a key to open that door for them. Where if they were in the prison ward, the officers would be able to respond easily.
Now that prison ward, John, is at the hospital, is that correct?
Correct. That's at the hospital.
If the inmate is transported to the hospital, the medical company has to pay for the care of the individual there?
If they're going to house inmates in the closed prison ward,
right,
Armour would have to pay for that medical coverage.
And
they're not doing that. That's why they're housing them on the open floors. I've been here before talking about this, Norma.
Right.
This is not a surprise.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
I've been here in October, November, December. It's a broken record. And we're getting worse.
But
it's not getting better.
John, in all fairness, this is the first time you've said to me and said to us here that the prisoners were being brought to the hospital, but not under close supervision.
That's not true, Norma. I've been here before, and I've gone on record and said that.
I'm not going to argue with you, John.
Okay.
All right. And but I've heard you, and I will check it out as early as Thursday.
Okay.
Yes, I am going to check it out before back to the legislature.
Okay? Deputy Presiding Officer Gonsalves is going to check it out, and she's going to come back and report to all of us.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer.
Wait a minute, I have a list here. Legislator Jacobs.
Yes, John, I just want to talk to you for a second.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really upset by what you said, but you're very effective representing your union and the jail.
Thank you. I'd rather not be here, but unfortunately
I know. I am sure you wish you weren't, but I appreciate you coming, and I appreciate you letting us know. As you know, I've been speaking to certain people who are questioning why a visitors board that was originally approved under Galata's years unanimously by the Board of Supes has never been instituted. And, it's not a political thing, because Galata, Swazi, and now, Ed, it's never been instituted. Now, I just want to know your thoughts about that, if you feel that might be of a help to have that. As long I know what you're going to say. That should be said that they're going after correctional officers. That would not be the purpose. The purpose would be to address any problems. What do you think?
Well, Judy, make no mistake, I'm not here advocating for the Board of Visitors.
Right.
I'm here advocating for safety in the jail. And I shouldn't have to negotiate for safety inside that jail. Now, when we were under the Department of Justice mandates, they set the foundation for safety issues inside that jail.
Right.
We didn't have the problems we're having now. We started having the problems when the Department of Justice lifted their mandates and the county ignored all the suggestions. It doesn't make sense to go to an architect and have him build a foundation and then not follow through with the plans. And that's exactly what your county is doing. Exactly what they're doing. So I'm here to try to improve the overall conditions inside that facility for the officers, for the inmates, and for the visitors that come there. It's not my purview to say whether we need a board of visitors.
Right.
That's in the county charter. If there is one, I want it to be fair and impartial for officers, inmates, and visitors. That's not my say.
Right.
I can't say whether they should have it or they shouldn't have it.
Right.
That's for County Executive Magano and for you to say.
Right.
That's not my call.
Okay, I think it would also be helpful to us if you can give us a list, if you would, when you have some time, as to certain issues which you feel. I realize the first one is the hospital, and certainly the suicides and the need for training, etc. If there's other things you can give us to zero in on, where we might be of some help.
Unfortunately, Judy, we have so many problems inside that jail. That 15-minute recess that Presiding Officer Schmidt just gave us, which was 5 hours, I could fill all that time talking about the issues at the jail.
Wait a minute. The recess was caused by the intercession.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'll start.
You were the one that said 15 minutes, and it turned out to be 5 hours.
I had no idea.
I'm just saying, how much time it is.
Well, listen, things happen, but
I
I'm just saying.
understand. I'm glad everything got worked out. I really am.
I will talk to you. All right, yeah, I'll give you a call.
Thank you very much,
And
Judy.
we'll talk about this.
Legislator Ford?
Good evening. Thank you for waiting so long, and I appreciate the efforts on the part of Legislator Gonsalves in trying to find something out. But just to let you know that I'll wait till she advises me on Thursday what she has found out. But it's my intent to go over to the jail myself, and if I have to, I will meet with the healthcare provider.
Well, you're gonna be surprised at what you see, because what you're getting for on paper,
Yeah.
you know, no, I looked through this,
Yeah.
I poured through this more than people that signed. Nowhere does it say officers have to carry inmates
Right.
down in blankets.
Yes.
Nowhere. Nowhere does it say nurses are refusing to go down to tier, oh, bring the inmate out. If the guy's 6'3", 340, and he's laying on the ground, how are you gonna get him out? You're gonna drag him out? You know, we didn't have these problems before they switched over to this private medical care. And I'm pretty sure President Jaronczyk came here and told you these problems could happen. Because I know I've been telling you these problems have been going on since October. But it seems like we're falling on deaf ears. And we're there touting the $6 million in savings, but you don't know what you get. And that $6 million in savings is going to be lost with lawsuits.
Well, the concern would be not only with lawsuits, but if officers are getting hurt on the job.
Absolutely.
That means then they're going out because they're sick, they're hurt. That's time off, we have to pay for their sick leave, and then it will generate overtime because other correctional officers will have to take and do the chores for them, those that are out. So I'm aware of that. And with Armor, I intend to go over there. Maybe you could take it. Thank you.
I'd love to take you over there. Thank you.